Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium. We're here for 4A Girls Soccer Championship Week. We'll start with the semifinals where the number one Green Canyon Wolves will be taking on the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Green Canyon start in possession here early. And the number one seed in the RPI will be looking to make noise tonight and looking to book their ticket to the championship game on Friday. The Green Canyon here now with the throw-in, and they'll have possession. Taking it up the pitch is Winder. Out wide, looking in the middle now towards Austin Miller, but can't bring it in, and Green Canyon regain possession. That ball goes out wide to Jensen, who puts it into the hands safely of Lily Loyett of the Ridgeline Riverhawks. One back in the middle of the park by Green Canyon, and that ball will just trickle all the way back to Olivia Stratman as Stratman tries to clear up the sideline. That one goes out of bounds. It was Maddie Jenk who couldn't bring it in. Again, here comes the Green Canyon Wolves. One back by Ridgehawks. That ball goes back to Zollinger, and then that one will go all the way back to Lily Loyett. One in the middle of the park by Green Canyon. Ball goes out wide on the far side. Winder plays it in towards the middle of the park in the direction of Reese Cragen. Cragen, who has to go all the way back to her center back and support. Here comes Bella Goebel now. Goebel losing out possession high up the pitch. Here comes the Ridgeline Riverhawks. That ball, the shot, not much power behind it. Really couldn't get underneath it. That was Jank on the shot. That ball coming the other way now for Green Canyon, then one back by the Riverhawks. Here comes Ridgeline. That ball now in the middle of the park for Zollinger. Zollinger trying it from distance, and it'll just go out of bounds safely for an Ivy Wengreen goal kick. Playing it short. Green Canyon in possession inside of their own box. That ball played up in the direction of Jensen. Jensen couldn't bring it down, and one back by Ridgeline, and it'll go all the way back to Lily Loyett, who will just boot it away as that ball lands in the middle of the park. Ridgeline still in possession. This is Jank trying to win it back and then losing it out to a pack of wolves. Here comes Jensen. Jensen, who can't play that ball through, and Ridgeline trying to win back and maintain possession with Eliza Allen. Allen, who can't connect with her player, and then Ridgeline win it back. Here come the Riverhawks. Nice defensive effort there from Hastings. That ball goes out of bounds, throwing for the number 4 in the RPI, Ridgeline. Brought down. Here comes a good attack, and then nice defensive read there from Green Canyon. 35-50 left to go here in the first. Still 0-0. Nice step by Kelsey Ma. Wins back possession. Here comes Austin Miller near the top of the box. And that one goes out of bounds. It's going to be another Green Canyon throw-in coming up. That ball played in. And we apologize for the picture. We are working on getting the camera rolling here at Zions Bank Stadium, but that ball crossed into the box by Miller. And Ridgeline win it back. Ball played up now to Winder. Winder out wide in the direction of number 10, Chloe Sadler, but that one goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Ridgeline goal kick here with, again, 34:50 left to go. It's been a good contest so far, back and forth. Ridgeline having some good opportunities, Green Canyon having some good opportunities. It's been the Wolves controlling a majority of the possession. And it's a good battle between these two Regional 11 rivals. That ball on the far side, cleared out, played out of bounds, and it's going to be a Ridgeline throw-in about 20 yards up the outside of the box, and it'll just go all the way back towards the middle of the park, and it's going to be a foul called against the Wolves. And now Green Canyon in possession, trying to play it over the top is the Riverhawks. Near the top of the 18, ball spilled and cleared out by Green Canyon. That will go all the way out of bounds here on the near side, and throw-in coming up for the Riverhawks. Throw in by Olivia Stratman. Stratman trying to play it through near the top of the box. The cross coming in, and Green Canyon covers well. And I'll say came off of the Riverhawks, and so it's going to be out for a Green Canyon goal kick. That ball played in over the top. It's a foot race now. Austin Miller for the Green Canyon Wolves trying to win it. Here on the near side, cuts back inside, settles it. Sadler, great pass. Cross into the box. Just skips outside of the 18 and one back by the Riverhawks. That ball takes a deflection and it goes out for a Ridgeline throw-in coming up on the far side. Again, we apologize for the camera. We're working on getting that fixed here for you here at Zions Bank Stadium. We're still tied at 0-0 here in the 32nd minute, or with 32 minutes left to play, excuse me. As that ball goes and on the far side, one back by Ridgeline, and then Green Canyon just stepping up defensively to win it back. That ball out wide to Hastings. And it'll go all the way back to Bella Goebel. Goebel doesn't get the best foot on it, but it looks like Winder's there to collect for Green Canyon. Out wide to Hastings. It's now Sadler. Sadler, nice footwork, nice little bit of skill there from Sadler. Can't get around her defender. Play on, says the ref. The home fans here at Zions Bank, or the Green Canyon fans here at Zions Bank, not happy with that call as Chloe Sadler taken down. No whistle. And a little bit of physicality here early. Here comes now Austin Miller trying to get around her defender. Austin Miller on the far side. Looks to cut back inside towards the 18. And no one is there to collect. That ball takes a deflection. It's now Hastings who tries to turn. Hastings to Sadler. Back to Hastings. Hastings again, once again, Sadler in the middle of the park. Sadler looking to switch it over in the direction of Jensen. Jensen brings it down near the top of the box. And we got a handball called against Caitlin Jensen, and so possession heading back to Ridgeline. And it'll be Olivia Stratman to take the free kick for the Riverhawks. Again, these two teams are no strangers to one another. We got Region 11 rivals here in the semifinal. They've already played each other twice in region play prior to this semifinal matchup, and it's been Green Canyon who has been the winner of both meetings. The first one at Green Canyon where the Wolves won 4-0, and then the second one at Ridgeline. Green Canyon was able to pull out a 2-0 win, taking the regular season series between these two. Grand Canyon, of course, finishing at the top of Region 11 with a 9-1 record. The Region 11 champs, while Ridgeline finished in third with 7-3. Sadler wins it high up the pitch. The offside flag raised. It will not count. As the referee will let the ball play on, but the flag was raised here on the near side for offsides. And so Ridgeline win possession. That ball trying to filter it through, and it'll just go all the way back to Ivy Wengreen. And possession went back by Ridgeline. Taken down, play on, says the ref. As Ridgeline keep possession, that's now Stratman who takes a heavy touch, and that ball goes out of bounds. Throwing for the Wolves. That ball over the top, looking for Austin Miller. Miller near the edge of the area. Brings it down, heads to the sideline as plays it out through to Jensen. Jensen trying to cut inside and takes a heavy touch. Out now for a Ridgeline goal kick. Gonna be Lily Loyett to play it out. Booted away. And one back in the middle of the park by the Wolves. It's now Austin Miller. Takes a shot, takes a deflection. One back by Ridgeline. Nice defensive play there from Cragen to win it back in the middle of the park. Looking out wide for Hastings, but Ridgeline gets a foot on it. Now the Riverhawks trying to build something in the attack, putting pressure on that back line. Goebel will just play it out up the pitch to Jensen. All the way back to Ivy Wengreen. Settles it. And it's now Green Canyon in possession with Cragen trying to turn. Reese Cragen with a nice move. One back by Ridgeline, only to find the foot of Ivy Wengreen, who doesn't get the best connection on it. But Kelsey Ma comes across well. Nice boot there in the middle of the park. As Green Canyon tries to win it back, they do. Ball wide now to Jensen. Jensen to Miller here on the near side. Nice little footwork there from Jensen as she gets it to Winder. And Winder and Chloe Sadler there just couldn't connect. As that ball goes into the hands of Lily Loyett and will be played out by the Riverhawks. Takes a bounce, and now Wheeler has to come across and clear. That ball goes out of bounds, out for a Ridgeline throw. Takes a bounce. Here comes the Riverhawks with an opportunity, cleared out by Bella Goebel. Here comes Riverhawks in possession. Chloe Sadler wins it back well. Stratman looking to play one in over the top towards Jank. It's now a foot race between Ma and Jank. And Ma wins out, clears, and it's out for the throw-in. Ridgeline throw here on the near side. It's going to be Stratman to take. Stratman plays it in to Watterson. Ella Watterson can't get around her defender, and one back by Green Canyon. Miller, out wide to Jensen. It's now Sadler, who gets clipped. And it will be a free kick now as Grain just came across and got a little too much of Sadler, so free kick coming up for Green Canyon. On the near side, just a little bit past the halfway mark as that ball's played through. And Riverhawks trying to win it back as Watterson gets ahead on it. And then that one takes an awkward bounce. But Kenley Parkinson recovers well. Here comes the Riverhawks as that ball played out by Goebel. Nice defensive effort there from Green Canyon. Doesn't get the best of touches on it. Now Green Canyon in possession, high up the pitch. Play on, says the ref after the handball. Jensen to Miller. Winder. Nice interception there from Watterson. And Cragen now comes across, trying to win it back. Here comes Jank for Ridgeline. Jank. Ball filtered through to Taylor Miller. Here comes Miller, trying to cut it back inside. Taylor Miller still in possession. Can't connect, and now Chloe Sadler just tries to clear it out. And that one will go across for the throw-in. Kenley Parkinson to take. Takes a quick one. Looking in the direction of her striker. As that one just goes out for the throw. Throw-in coming up. Watterson plays it through to Taylor Miller. The shot takes the deflection and cleared out by Green Canyon. Once again, out of bounds. It's going to be a Ridgeline throw. Throw it on the far side, played quickly. Now here comes Ridgeline as that ball is going to be cleared out by Haberstick. And it'll be another Ridgeline throw. And we got a substitution coming up as well for the Riverhawks. First substitution of the morning. 23:03 left to go here in the first half, and we're still tied at 0-0. We got our first substitution for the Riverhawks. Played in quickly. Taylor Miller brings it down. That shot from distance safely into the hands of Ivy Wengreen. As that ball is now played out, and Austin Miller trying to win it back, but Ridgeline coming across well defensively as Ma plays it in over the top. Brought down by Watterson, and then one back by Winder. Winder out wide to Jensen. Jensen trying to play it through to Chloe Sadler. Sadler with a nice move. Sadler with an opportunity to play it out wide. Hastings now near the top of the edge of the box as Hastings tries to get around her defender. Parkinson the shot into the hands, and a big save there by Lily Loyett. And this game has really opened up in the last 10 minutes as both teams having good opportunities to attack on goal. And here comes the Riverhawks now coming the other way as that ball's played out. Throw-in coming up into the hands of Ivy Wengreen. And now Green Canyon can slow down possession as that ball is now trying to filter through. What a ball to Austin Miller. Miller with a cutback. Miller with an opportunity as she plays Chloe Sadler in. Sadler with an opportunity. Takes a shot. Big save again by Lily Loyett. Big opportunity from Green Canyon. Chloe Sadler was in behind the defense, and then Lily Loyett, the senior goalkeeper, comes off her line well to deny Chloe Sadler. Now the corner taken short. Sadler now with an opportunity to cross it into the box. Does. Near post, the header cleared out by Riverhawks. Sadler comes across and gets a boot on it. From going out of bounds, but it was just a little too much on the pass, and so it's out for the goal kick. Goal kick coming up for Ridgeline. As that ball's booted up and out. One back by Green Canyon. Ball ends up over the top, and it's a foot race now between Wheeler and Taylor Miller. One back by Ridgeline, but it will go out of bounds and out for a throw-in for the Riverhawks. Miller brings it down and can't keep it in bounds, so out for a Green Canyon throw. High boot, nothing called there. As it goes out once again for another Green Canyon throw-in. That ball comes out now to Austin Miller as a foul is called. And the ref takes the time to talk to Austin Miller there, and as the free kick now played up by Ridgeline. It was Zollinger who had the boot on it, and it's now Ma in possession. Knight trying to connect with Miller. It's now Jank trying to play it into the middle of the park towards Watterson. One back by Green Canyon. Knight to Cragen. Cragen will settle it back to Wheeler. Wheeler will just boot it up and out in the direction to Hastings. Hastings in a foot race with Parkinson. Parkinson trying to get it back to Lily Loy. It does. Can't connect. And so now we got a Green Canyon throw-in off, or excuse me, Green Canyon corner kick off of sustained pressure from Hastings. Chloe Sadler goes on the far side to take. 16:20 left to go here in the first. Sadler, the cross into the box, near post, and we'll just go out of bounds as we'll have another Ridgeline substitution coming up.
Ridgeline substitution number 5, Izzy Bear.
It's going to be Izzy Bear checking in.
Replacing number 12, McKady Jenks.
And Jank checking out. Lily Loyett will boot it out off the goal kick. One back by Green Canyon. Winder trying to get around her defender. Nice from Stratman to come across. Sadler can't bring it down, and Watterson gets a foot on it. Out wide now to Miller. Austin Miller takes a heavy touch. And that will go out of bounds for a Ridgeline throw.
Substitution for the Riverhawks, number 22, Macy Brown.
Substitution coming up for Ridgeline Riverhawks as Macy Brown checking in. And Brown gets her first touch, brings it down to Watterson. Watterson trying to play it through. And so we apologize for the technical issues this morning. We have worked out the issues and should be all clear going forward as Green Canyon tries to come across with an attack, and that one will just go out of bounds and out for the goal kick. .40 left to go here in the first, still tied at 0-0. Green Canyon's had some good attacks so far. Lily Loya has come up big for the Riverhawks, making some big saves. The most decisive one coming against Chloe Sadler, who was in behind the defense. And now Ridgeline trying to build an attack of their own as that one goes out of bounds, out for the throw. Ridgeline keeping it short as Parkinson trying to play it over. And a good little bit of skill there from the Ridgeline Riverhawks as they now play it on the throw-in again. And cleared out by Cragen. Once again, throw-in coming up for the number 4 seed. Played close to Avery Duncan and couldn't connect with her teammates, so that one goes out of bounds, out for now a Green Canyon throw. Sadler gets a head on it to bring it down, but no one's there to collect. Cragen trying to put pressure on it to win it back. She does. Cragen now in possession for Green Canyon, out wide to Miller. Miller trying to play it through, but an offside flag raised as Hastings was a foot or two in front of her defender, so that's going to be an offside. And it'll be a free kick coming up for the Ridgeline Riverhawks as Stratman will take. That ball played over the top. Taylor Miller brings it down. Miller trying to play it through, looking in the direction of Izzy Bear, and then Ma just boots it out. Nice step there from Kenna Smith. That ball out wide now to Macy Brown. Brown playing it through to Izzy Bear. Bear waiting for support. And that one goes out of bounds and out for a Green Canyon throw. It's now going to be Ma to throw it in once again as the substitution's coming up once more for Ridgeline as Taylor Miller will be heading out.
Number 3, Caitlin Jensen.
Caitlin Jensen.
Replacing Kylie Hastings. For Ridgeline, number 27, Maylee Reynolds into the game. Replacing number 10, Taylor Miller.
Jensen back in for Green Canyon as well. And so that ball played over the top to Sadler. The freshman brings it down. Sadler here on the near side, tries to get around her defender, pulls it back. Nice little bit of footwork from Sadler as that ball lands at Winder across the box. No one there to collect, and now Ella Watterson can clear. Leaves it for Zellinger. Here comes Macy Brown. Brown trying to filter one through. Nice defensive read from Green Canyon. Cragen in the middle of the park. Playing it out to Miller. Miller cuts back inside. Miller against Brown. Out wide to Winder, but an offside flag raised. And that's the third offside for Green Canyon in the last 15 or so minutes. Good from the Ridgeline defense to just hold their high line and make sure that those players who get in behind are offside. And they've been working that offside trap well. That ball now cleared out by Ridgeline. Macy Brown brings it down the middle of the park, settles it for her teammate, but losing out possession. Here comes Cragen. Out wide to Ma. Kaylee Ma trying to play it through to Miller. Nice step from Kenna Smith. Macy Brown out wide. This is Avery Duncan. Out wide now to Ridgeline as they're in possession. Cuts back inside. Duncan back up the sideline in the direction of, it looks like, Grange, as that one goes out of bounds and out. Duncan will now throw it in for Ridgeline. Duncan settles it close to Zollinger. The cross into the box to Bear. Bear can't bring it down. Winder with a nice defensive effort. Green Canyon trying to put the pressure on and win it back. Ridgeline keep possession. That ball's out wide on the far side. Taking it in, the cross takes a deflection. And it's going to be out for a Ridgeline corner kick and a big set piece opportunity as the Ridgeline Riverhawks trying to build an attack. Plays it quickly near post. Takes a deflection off of Bear. Watterson brings it down, taking it from distance, and can't put it on frame. It'll go out for a throw-in, or excuse me, a goal kick for Green Canyon as Wengreen will play it back in. Hastings checking back in. Off comes JC Knight. Hastings will now line up here on the near side as Sadler plays it well. Finds Austin Miller. Somehow lands at the feet of Jensen. Jensen waiting for support, trying to play it up the side, or up the wing as it goes out of bounds. Throwing coming up for Green Canyon. Winder will now bring it down. Miller taking it from distance into the hands safely of Lily Loyett, who's made some good saves so far in this one. Still tied at 0-0 with 8:26 left to go. Ridgeline trying to get behind that Green Canyon defense. Takes a bounce, lands at the feet of Hastings. Hastings trying to play it through to Miller. Miller settles it well for Chloe Sadler. Nice defensive effort there from Kenna Smith. If she didn't get a foot on it, Chloe Sadler could have been in. Throw-in coming up for Green Canyon. The Wolves trying to play it quick as Sadler brings it down out to Ma. Nice step from Ma. Sadler once again connects with Ma. Cragen. Goebel. As that one goes out of bounds, Bella Goebel couldn't keep it in. The senior defender trying to connect with Chloe Sadler as that one goes out of bounds. Throw in for Ridgeline. It's going to be Parkinson to take here on the near side as another substitution coming up for the Riverhawks.
Replacing number 22, Macy Brown.
Watterson trying to play it over the top. Cragen's there to collect for Green Canyon. She'll settle it to Wheeler. The center back now trying to play it out. Almost won back by Ridgeline, and now the Riverhawks in possession as that ball goes out wide. Here's a battle between Haberstick and Ridgeline as that one goes out of bounds and out. Haberstick will now throw it in for Green Canyon. Jensen trying to bring it down. Watterson wins it back near the middle of the park. Watterson trying to play it through, settles it back to Watterson. Ella Watterson can't connect with her teammate as that one goes out for the throw. And the Wolves win back possession. Here comes Austin Miller. Bringing it over on the near side. Can't connect with Hastings. Out for the throw and Parkinson to take. Pushes Izzy Bear up the pitch. In the middle now looking for Webb. Webb can't bring it down. Cleared out by Green Canyon. Zollinger comes up. Wins possession. Wheeler comes across to clear. Jensen now on the far side. Trying to carry up the pitch. Nice defensive play there from Ridgeline as they keep possession. And now Wheeler has to come across and make another big defensive play. Out for the throw with 5:20 left to go. Substitution coming up once again for the Ridgeline Riverhawks. And a throw-in coming up for the number 4 seed.
Ridgeline substitution, number 10, Taylor Miller.
Taylor Miller checking back in.
Number 27, Maylee Reynolds.
As that ball goes up the pitch. Zollinger will chase it down as that one goes out of bounds and out for another Riverhawk throw-in. Tries to get some extra yardage on the throw-in, but the referee not having it. Plays it back, and now a foul called. This one against Green Canyon. Free kick coming up for the Riverhawks. Played out and one back in the middle of the park by Winder. Sadler now trying to bring it down. Sadler wins it back for Green Canyon. Cragen now in possession. Out wide, nice ball filtered through to Ma. Ma just can't get a foot on it to keep it in bounds. It'll go out for Ridgeline throw. Taylor Miller trying to get around Bella Goebel. Nice defensive effort from Green Canyon as that ball is booted out by Wheeler. Hastings gets ahead on it. Kenneth Smith coming across to clear defensively. Brought down by Webb. One back by Green Canyon. Here comes Winder. Winder, nice ball played out to Jensen. Jensen trying to cut inside, taking it into the box. Looking for Hastings. And it's a foot race now between Hastings and Parkinson, Hastings with the challenge, commits the foul. And a yellow card coming up. First yellow of the morning, and it'll go to Green Canyon as Kylie Hastings goes into the book. .256. And so with the yellow card, Hastings has to head to the bench. On comes J.C. Knight. And head coach Kurt Sadler now talking to Hastings here on the near side.
Yellow card is assessed against number 9, Kylie Hastings. Replaced by number
It's going to be Chloe Sadler to bring it down. Might have been a handball there, but the referee says play on as that ball goes wide to Ma. Ma to J.C. Knight. Knight plays it well to Miller. Miller with a nice ball back to Knight. And here comes Austin Miller. Miller has Jensen. Will take it herself. Miller with the shot. Into the hands of Lily Loyett. As Caitlin Jensen was running into the box. That ball goes out of bounds and Ridgeline throw. Brought down by Webb. One back by Green Canyon. And then Ridgeline now trying to build an attack with Miller. Taylor Miller looking for support. Does. Out wide to Parkinson. Parkinson running up the near side wing. Parkinson can't get around Ma. Big defensive play there from Ma. As Izzy Bear trying to connect once again with Parkinson. A little too much on it. And it'll go out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Substitution coming up as Hastings checking back in for J.C. Knight. With a minute 23 left to go. Wen Green will play it close to Bella Goebel. Goebel now will now carry. The center back still carrying as Kenneth Smith will now recover for Ridgeline. Cleared out by Parkinson. Bear brings it down. Izzy Bear as that one goes out of bounds and out. Green Canyon throw. And so the near side official was waving it for Green Canyon throw, but the center ref is bringing it back for Ridgeline. Saying that Kaylee Ma got the last touch on it. And so now Parkinson will play it in for Ridgeline. Stratman checking out. In comes Salazar for Ridgeline. 30 seconds left. Watterson loses possession. Winder wins it back. Winder trying to play it through. Nice defensive step there from Kenneth Smith. Here comes a Webb. Ridgeline have 20 seconds to try to build an attack, and they give the ball away. Ma wins it back. Cragen trying to play it up the sideline. As Parkinson will now just cover. Corner kick coming up with 9 seconds left. We'll see if they can get it off. Plays it quickly. Hastings. Cross in, and the shot. Big save by Lily Loyett. We almost had a buzzer beater here at the end of the first, but we go into the break. Halftime tied at 0-0. And we're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heidemann Associates. Stick with us for second half action when we return. Welcome back into Zions Bank Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half here between the Green Canyon Wolves and the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Wolves get us started here in the second half. We're tied at 0-0. Everything to play for here in the second half of the 4A, first game of the 4A semifinals between these two Region 11 rivals. That ball played in quickly by Ridgeline, and it's now Cragen who gets a nice foot on it. One back in the middle of the park by Kenneth Smith. Smith up to Taylor. Here comes Taylor Miller. And one back by Winder. Winder with a nice defensive play. Austin Miller now playing it out wide in the direction of Jensen. Jensen on the far side trying to get around her defender, Salazar. Nice defensive play there from Salazar to make sure that Jensen couldn't get across. And it's now Jensen once again on the far side. Jensen, the cross into the box. Takes an awkward deflection off of Parkinson and cleared out well by Kenneth Smith. Ball coming the other way as Taylor Miller trying to get around her defenders. And nice defensive read there from Bella Goebel as she comes across well. That ball played up quickly in the direction now of Izzy Bear. Bear trying to turn. She does. Out wide. Back to Miller. Can't bring it in. One back by Cragen. And here comes Chloe Sadler, who couldn't bring it in, and now Parkinson will run it up the wing. Parkinson with a good opportunity here for Ridgeline as the cross coming in. Nice defensive step there from Wheeler. And out for another Ridgeline throw. Ball played in quickly. Settled by Zollinger. And then Sadler trying to clear, but it will end up at the feet of Webb. Parkinson into the box. And Green Canyon trying to come across and win it back. As a foul, a late whistle is called. As they say that Wheeler brought down Izzy Bear. And head coach Kurt Sadler here on the near sideline, not happy. But it will be a free kick coming up for Ridgeline as Wheeler commits the foul. It's going to be Zollinger to take. 3 on the wall for the Wolves. And we'll have a stop in the clock. I believe it's to go talk to that crowd that's behind the box. You can't do that. Can't be behind the box. And so the ref goes and gets the crowd away. So the ball will now be played in by Zollinger, who will go near post. Trying to catch Ivy Wengreen at the top corner, but unfortunately can't put enough of it on frame. And it goes out for the goal kick. Green Canyon will now control in possession, trying to play it out with Bella Goebel. And that one will go out of bounds and out for the throw-in. Another foul called. Once again, called against the Wolves, and so it's going to be Ridgeline free kick. Green Canyon were here before. They were semifinalists last season in 4A. Unfortunately, couldn't make it to the championship game, and so Kurt Sadler and his team might have a chip on their shoulder as they want to make it to that championship game and potentially win that state championship, just like boys soccer did in the spring. And we're still tied here at 0-0. That ball played near post, and Ivy Wengreen comes across well. One back by Ridgeline in the middle of the park. Izzy Bear, nice defensive play there from Winder, as Winder will now try to play it through to Hastings. Here comes the BYU commit, Hastings. Hastings with a nice cut back into the box. Winder will try to settle it for Sadler. Cragen will now carry for Green Canyon. Taking it from distance. Not the best of opportunities there, as it looked like Cragen was losing her balance, got it off quickly and just safely into the hands of Lily Loyett. That ball played in now by Green Canyon, takes a deflection and out for another throw-in on the far side. It's going to be Ma to take. And played out by Ridgeline. It's a foot race now between Miller and Goebel. Goebel wins out, clears, and it's going to be another throw-in coming up for the Riverhawks. Played in quickly as Zollinger trying to play it over the top. One back by Green Canyon as Winder brings it down. And a giveaway in a bad area. The shot from distance into the hands safely of Ivy Wengreen. And played up by the Green Canyon goalkeeper. No, it looks like it came off of Salazar last, and so it's going to be a throw-in coming up for Green Canyon. Ma trying to play it and get around her defender. That ball goes out of bounds and out for another Ridgeline throw. Ball once again played over the top in the direction of Jensen. Caitlin Jensen trying to bring it down. The cross into the box. No one there to collect. It's a foot race now between Hastings and Parkinson. And it comes off of Hastings, out for the Ridgeline throw. Nice step from Grange as she just tries to play it out. This game has been fun. It's been back and forth. It's been physical. It's been nonstop action, and that's just another example of how great this one has been. Tied at 0-0. Still here at Zions Bank Stadium for the 4A semifinals. And it's going to be Haberstick to take the throw-in. Sadler trying to play it in. Cragen couldn't bring it down, and it's going to be one back by Watterson. Nice defensive read there from Ma as she plays it up. And it'll go safely into the hands of Lily Loyett. Go now look to play it out. Just punts it away. Sadler trying to bring it down. Chloe Sadler, who lets that one go out of bounds and out for the throw. Parkinson to take. Webb brings it down. One back by Green Canyon and a foul called. Foul called for Green Canyon as the freshman Chloe Sadler's taken down. And for those watching, freshman Chloe Sadler has been fantastic so far this morning. And she's one to keep an eye on for the future, as Chloe Sadler has been called up to the U15 Youth National Team, has played games against Germany and the Netherlands at the U15 level. She's been called up now to 6 U15 youth camps for the youth national team. And Chloe Sadler, the freshman, keep an eye on her for the next couple years in 4A soccer. Winder now, the Utah State commit, trying to get around Salazar. She does, the cross, and behind Sadler. Sadler couldn't adjust. Still Green Canyon in possession, as Haberstick will now settle it to Austin Miller. Miller, who has 14 goals and 5 assists this season, the leading goal scorer for Green Canyon. That ball played out of bounds and out. 30 minutes to go here in the second half, and we're still tied at 0-0. Haberstick will now throw it in for Green Canyon. Plays it in, looking for Jensen, and that ball will just trickle through to Lily Loyett. And we'll play it out quickly. Here comes Ridgeline. Watterson in the middle of the park, back out wide to Ridgeline as they try to build the attack. Here comes Webb. Webb in the middle of the park to Grange. Grange trying to turn, get around Chloe Sadler. Nice defensive play from Sadler as that ball taken from distance. Ivy Wengreen couldn't gather. And so it'll go out for a corner and a big opportunity here with a set piece play for the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Into the Ridgeline lineup, number 4.
Substitutions.
And number 26, Olivia Stratman.
As Olivia Stratman and Avery Duncan checking back in for Ridgeline. The cross into the box, near post. Punched away by Wengreen. Still Ridgeline on the attack, and then will come off of Jensen. And it will continue to be Ridgeline ball as now it's given away. Watterson. Back to Ella Watterson. Izzy Bear taking it from distance. Can't put it on frame and out for the goal kick. Again, these are two teams that are not strangers to each other. The last time these two played, Green Canyon came up on top in both matches. The first one 4-0 and the second one 2-0. So far we're tied at 0-0. Here with 27:50 left to go in the second half. Hastings trying to get it through, but it'll go out of bounds, out for the throw. Haberstick playing it quickly to Austin Miller. Miller settles it for Cragen. Cragen trying to play it through to Sadler. Chloe Sadler's in! Lily Loyett off her line, makes a huge save to deny the freshman Chloe Sadler, who is in behind. Sadler unfortunately just couldn't get the right touch to beat Lily Loyett. And Loyett once again coming up huge for the Riverhawks. Izzy Bear will now control near the middle of the park. Back to Watterson. Watterson out wide to Parkinson. Parkinson trying to get around Haberstick. Settles it to Miller. Miller back into the middle of the park for Watterson. Watterson, nice defensive read there from Winder, and Zollinger will just try it from deep and safely into the hands of Ivy Wengreen. That ball played out. Zollinger will bring it down. Loyett. Ma gets ahead on it. And then one back by Ridgeline. Here comes Taylor Miller, who can't connect, and out for the Green Canyon throw. Ma will take for Green Canyon as that ball is played out. Miller will settle it down. Winder to Cragen. Sadler loses out possession. Izzy Bear now. Haberstick trying to play it out. Excuse me, that was Wheeler who loses out possession. And it's now a foot race as that ball will go out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up for the Riverhawks. Parkinson here on the near side to take. Throw in to Izzy Bear. Grange will bring it down. Webb. Nice defensive effort there from the freshman, Chloe Sadler, who comes across well. And that ball will be won back by the Riverhawks. Takes a couple of bounces and cleared out by Green Canyon. Parkinson into the feet of Miller. Austin Miller now with an opportunity. Miller plays it out wide to Hastings. Here comes Kylie Hastings. Out wide to Jensen. Caitlin Jensen gets around one. Shot. The save by Lily Loyett. Incredible once again as the senior goalkeeper, Lily Loyett, comes up with another huge save. Corner kick coming up, Green Canyon, and an opportunity to take the lead off the corner. Substitutions coming up as it looks like Cragen will head to the bench for the breather as Chloe Chambers, the junior, checking in.
Substitution for Green Canyon, number 44, Chloe Chambers. Replacing number 2, Austin Miller.
Sadler will cross into the box, and it'll go out for the goal kick. Head coach Kurt Sadler not happy with that one. Goal kick coming up. Played out to Stratman. And then Taylor Miller comes across with a heavy tackle. Play on, and no, the ref will finally whistle it and bring it back. Other substitutions getting ready here on the near side for Green Canyon as the free kick will come in. That ball played over the top, takes a bounce inside the 6-yard box, but nothing going there, and out for the goal kick. Here comes the substitutions as number 6, Eliza Allen, checking in, as well as
Eliza Allen and number 2,
Austin Miller checking back in.
Replacing number 4, Leslie Marr, and number 14, Capri Winder.
Winder and Ma heading to the bench for a breather. Zollinger will play it out now for Ridgeline as that ball won back in the middle of the park by Cragen. Cragen trying to turn it. Has to settle it with Wheeler. Haberstick. Hastings trying to get around 2. Hastings does a good job to take it up the wing. Still Hastings in possession against Parkinson. Hastings with a nice move, the cross into the box, takes a deflection. Sadler trying to get on the end of it. Lily Loy off her line well to recover as that ball will now be played up by Izzy Bear. Taylor Miller. Nice defensive effort there from Sadler to win it back. One back by Ridgeline. That ball trying to filter through in the direction of Avery Duncan. It's a foot race now between Duncan and Allen. Allen who just has to clear it out. Throw in coming up as Salazar will be checking back in.
Ridgeline substitution, number 2.
Or excuse me, that's number 2, Tiffany and Namorado checking in.
Into the Green Canyon lineup, number 14, Cabral Winder.
Winder also checking back in for Green Canyon. And Amarato gets her first touches of the morning. Stratman will just try it from distance. Not on frame and out for the goal kick. Played quickly as Haberstick. Sadler back to Haberstick. Sadler will now play it up, looking for Austin Miller. Miller trying to win that one against Loyett. Loyett will just settle it to Parkinson. Parkinson now for Ridgeline. Izzy Bear. Bear brought down, a foul called. Chloe Chambers, the junior, committing the foul. 20 minutes left to go here at Zions Bank Stadium. We're still deadlocked at 0-0 in the 4A semifinal game between these two Region 11 rivals. We'll see who comes up and is able to pull out the result and make it to the 4A championship game on Friday. That ball takes an awkward bounce over Zollinger. Hastings coming across. Hastings still Loya off her line, makes the save. And the Green Canyon fans not happy. They wanted the foul called as Hastings got the shot off. Bella Goebel will now play it up. Stratman with a nice defensive effort. Miller out wide now. Here comes the Riverhawks in the direction of Enamorado. Duncan, the shot for Miller, takes a deflection. Taylor Miller will now try to keep possession. One back by Green Canyon. Here comes an opportunity for a quick counterattack. That ball will just go out of bounds and out for the throw. Miller comes across, wins it back. Duncan now with an opportunity. It's 3v3. And Enamorado takes a touch. The shot saved by Wengreen. Tiffany Enamorado, the senior midfielder who just came on moments ago with the best opportunity for Ridgeline so far in the second half. But Ivy Wengreen coming up big once again for the Green Canyon Wolves. That ball goes out of bounds, and you can just feel the intensity growing here at Zions Bank. Both teams know that they're close to a breakthrough. And we got some substitutions coming up as Haberstick will be heading to the bench for a breather. Chloe Sadler and Chloe Chambers all coming out. Ma Jensen and Winder checking back in. Or excuse me, Jace Knight checking in.
Chloe Sadler.
Here comes Austin Miller. Jensen trying to hit it first time, but doesn't get the best of connection. Stratman with a huge defensive effort. Miller trying to turn. Enamorado now in possession. Tiffany Enamorado will trying to get support. A foul called. And free kick coming up for Ridgeline. Played quickly. Nice step from Cragen. Izzy Bear will try it from distance and safely into the hands of Ivy Wen Green. Played out, Miller trying to bring it down. Here comes Winder. Winder trying to play it through to Hastings, but it'll just trickle all the way back and out for the goal kick. And don't forget to stick with us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Heidemann Associates, following the conclusion of this one, because we have the other 4A semifinal matchup coming up with the Stansbury Stallions taking on the Park City Miners. That game tentatively scheduled for 12:30, depending on what happens here. As that one will just go all the way through and out for the goal kick. And we'll take this time to remind you that Igloo Outfitters is the coziest wearable sleeping bag that has you covered during those chilly days and nights. Worry no more about the weather and watch your favorite team in comfort with Igloo Outfitters. Go to igloooutfitters.com and enter Rewind for $20 off. Never miss the moments with Igloo Outfitters.
Also into the Ridgeline lineup, number 35, Sierra Dean.
Substitutions for both sides as the ball back into play. Goebel will now play it up. One back in the middle of the park by Ridgeline. And then Miller comes across to win it. Austin Miller out wide to Hastings. Hastings waiting for support. Sadler. Back to Hastings. Hastings trying to take it in towards the box. Hastings still with the ball. Stratman comes across well defensively. Green Canyon still in possession. Jensen. Sadler. That ball takes a bounce, and Green Canyon still with possession. That one will go out of bounds and out for Ridgeline throw. Taken quickly. Here comes Izzy Bear. Trying to play it over the top. One back by Green Canyon. Set Winder trying to bring it down. Winder out wide to Austin Miller. Miller against Parkinson. Gets around. Taking it into the box. Miller against Parkinson. Cuts back. The shot saved by Lily Loyan, and then Olivia Stratman off her line. Another big save off the line. Olivia Stratman, 2 saves off the line to deny Green Canyon. And we'll now take a look at Stratman as she sacrificed everything she had on the goal line to make sure that Green Canyon did not take the lead in this one. Huge defensive efforts from Stratman. And so while they take a look at Stratman, we'll just take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network.
To recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our...
And so welcome back to Zions Bank Stadium. I'm Alex Annapolis. We're getting ready to start again after
number 26,
Olivia Stratman had to just get it looked at real quick by the trainer here on site at Zions Bank Stadium. But Olivia Stratman making 2 huge saves and clearances off the goal line to make sure that this one stayed at 0-0. And so while she may have sacrificed her body to make sure that that one didn't go into the back of the net, all credit has to be given there to Stratman for her incredible defensive efforts. Here comes Sadler. Sadler now plays it into Miller. Miller cuts back. The shot near post. Can't put it on frame. But unfortunately, the offside flag raised on the far side, so it will not stand. And Green Canyon once again caught by the offside trap, and that ball will now be a free kick for the Riverhawks. One back by Green Canyon. Here comes Ma. Ma to Goebel. Bella Goebel will now play it up and out. Looking in the direction of Sadler. Chloe Sadler, the freshman. The U15 Youth National. Trying to play it into Miller. Miller cuts it back and off balance. Can't get the right touch on it. And it'll go out for the goal kick.
Number 12, Katie Jenks. Number 26, Olivia Stratman.
So Olivia Stratman checking back in after her incredible defensive efforts.
And number 24, Aaliyah Salazar.
Checking in as well is Jenks. It's now Wheeler who plays it out. Ma comes across with a header. Parkinson gets a boot on it. Webb. One back by Cragen. Out wide now to Jensen. Jensen back in the middle to Cragen. Cragen to Winder. Winder now with an opportunity for Green Canyon. Green Canyon now with an opportunity as Sadler trying to play it through. Chloe Sadler will slow things down. Out wide to Jensen. All by herself on the far side. Jensen back to Miller. Miller with a nice move to cut back inside. Miller with a shot into the hands and saved by Lily Loyett. Green Canyon putting on the pressure, trying to get the goal that will put them through into the 4A championship game. Out wide to Hastings, can't connect, and out for the throw-in. 10:30 left to go. Another substitution coming up for Ridgeline is Taylor Miller checking back in. Off comes Sierra Dean.
Substitution for Ridgeline, number 10, Taylor Miller. Replacing number 35, Sierra Dean.
That ball played in. Nice boot there from Avery Duncan. And then a nice defensive effort from Cragen as Green Canyon wins the ball back. Cragen back to Goebel. Goebel takes a heavy touch. Almost loses it out, but keeps it. Cragen playing it through to Sadler. Chloe Sadler with an opportunity. Big save by Lily Loyett once again. Chloe Sadler, the freshman, has had many opportunities in behind the defense, just like that one, but Lily Loyett has come up huge time and time again for Ridgeline. Doing so once again there and keeping this one tied at 0-0. Here comes Winder. Cragen. Wheeler out wide in the direction of Hastings. Brings it down. Duncan off the head of Ma. Miller to Sadler. Back to Miller. Avery Duncan comes across, can't keep, and now Miller with an opportunity as Miller cuts back inside. Miller taking it for Green Canyon, and nice step by Zollinger. Cragen. Hastings here on the near side, trying to get around Parkinson. Hastings, the BYU commit, cuts back inside. Hastings still in possession. Hastings trying to take it in, the cross into the box. Jensen's there, tries to bring it down against Stratman and can't put it on frame. And you feel the pressure growing for Green Canyon. You can feel the intensity as they have opportunity after opportunity. And it feels like a goal is coming for the Wolves. They can't break through yet. We're still tied at 0-0 with 8 minutes to go. Both teams battling it out, trying to find their ticket to the 4A semifinal at America First Field on Friday. Here comes, once again, a throw-in for Ridgeline. Substitution first, as Avery Duncan heads to the bench.
Substitution number 5, Izzy
and
Bear.
Izzy Bear checks back in.
Replacing number 4, Avery Duncan.
Throw-in coming up for now for Green Canyon. One back by Ridgeline, and then Green Canyon comes across to win it back. Ball played over the top in the direction of Miller. Miller brings it down, settles it. And here comes Webb. Webb with an opportunity for Ridgeline. That ball filtered through. Nice step by Goebel. And now a corner kick coming up for Ridgeline.
Don't forget to visit the shirt stop and talk to Chad to pick up your state hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. The shirt stop, located by the east entrance.
And a set piece opportunity coming up for the number 4 seed with 6:20 left to go in the second half.
Near the east entrance to the stadium.
The cross keeps it short. Will now play it into the box, and it'll go out for the goal kick. Not much going there for the Riverhawks off the corner. And so now Green Canyon will try to come the other way. Here comes Wheeler. To Ma. Ma playing it up in the direction of Miller. Miller against Zollinger. Zollinger just has to shield that one off as it goes out of bounds and out for the Ridgeline throw. Parkinson on the near side to take. Webb brings it down, and Sadler wins it back. A foul called, and a free kick coming up for the Wolves. 5:15 left to go. Overtime looming large here at Zions Bank Stadium unless either team can find the breakthrough. Goebel will play it up over the top, looking for Miller. Winder wins it back, gets a foot on it, and into the hands of Lily Loyett. And Ridgeline will now try to come the other way, play quickly. Nice step defensively from Green Canyon. Stratman out wide to Miller. And they'll say it's a Green Canyon throw-in, but those Ridgeline fans over there on the far side not happy with that call. They thought it was theirs. Ridgeline will now get the throw. Once again, another Ridgeline throw-in. And that ball cleared out by Green Canyon. Here comes Watterson. Over the top. Sadler. Ma out wide to Jensen. Jensen playing it back into Winder. Winder back out to Jensen. Jensen into Winder. Winder looking in the direction of Sadler, but a little too much as that just goes to Parkinson and all the way back to Lily Loyett, who will slow things down as Ridgeline in possession. Ma steps up, gets it well. Ma once again for Green Canyon. Hastings played it through to Miller. Miller against Zollinger. Zollinger wins it out, and Kenneth Smith comes across well. Haberstick losing out possession. Ridgeline playing it quickly. Here comes Miller. Taylor Miller trying to get around Goebel. Goebel sticks a foot out, but still Miller in possession, and now Cragen winning back. Cragen. And a foul called. With 3 minutes left to go here at Zions Bank Stadium. Here comes Ma. Into Cragen. Nice turn from Cragen, and she carries out possession for Green Canyon. Looking out wide for Jensen. Jensen brings it down, keeps it in bounds. Nice play there from Jensen into Winder. Winder with a turn. Opportunity here for Green Canyon as Winder trying to play it through. Looking for Sadler. Sadler back to Winder. Winder gets around one, can't get around two, and now cleared out by Ridgeline. All the way back to Wheeler. To Ma. Ma on the near side. Can't get a foot on it. Ridgeline throw once again. That ball lands at Webb. Throw-in coming up as Parkinson to take. That ball will go all the way back to Wheeler. Parkinson gets a hit on it. Zollinger brings it down. Off of Parkinson to Bear. Grange looking out for Jank. Foul called. There'll be a handball called against Jank. 1:30 left to go. Green Canyon looking for one more opportunity, one more chance to take the lead and book their ticket to the 4A championship match. Cleared out by Ridgeline. Miller brings it down. Bear. Izzy Bear. Trying to play it out wide to Miller, and then it'll just go out of bounds and out. 1 minute to go here at Zions Bank. Still tied at 0-0. Sadler takes a bounce. Nice move from Sadler. Miller. Austin Miller against Watterson. Miller will take it. Still Miller. Nice solo effort for Miller. Miller taking a shot. And it'll go out for the goal kick. Played quickly by Ridgeline with 30 seconds left. Jank. Playing it to Miller. Watterson back out in the direction of Jank. That ball will just filter through to Wengreen. And then Wengreen will play it out quickly as Green Canyon looking for their last opportunity. 12 seconds left. Jensen and Stratman in a foot race.
9, 8, 7,
Throw
6,
in.
5, 4,
And that should do it.
2, 1, 0.
And so we reach the end of regulation. Neither team able to find the breakthrough. And so we're going to overtime here in the 4A semifinals at Zions Bank Stadium. We're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heidemann Associates. Stick with us for overtime action when we return. Welcome back into Zions Bank Stadium. I'm Alex Napoles. Happy to be here with the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Heidemann Associates. We're getting ready to start the first overtime here, as the two teams could not be separated after the first 40. The two teams could not be separated after the second 40. And so we're heading to overtime here at Zions Bank Stadium, deadlocked at 0-0. Ridgeline will control possession here on the near side with Izzy Bear. That ball played through, looking in the direction of Jank. Jank will now settle it back. And we'll wait for support. Jank will now play it out wide in the direction of Webb. Nice defensive read there from Bella Goebel as that ball is played through. Skips in front of goal. And it'll just go out for the goal kick. And so to summarize regulation a little bit, both teams have had really good opportunities. It was back and forth, nonstop action with good opportunities for both sides. Green Canyon had the most clear opportunities with Lily Loyett making big saves to deny Chloe Sadler time and time again. Olivia Stratman had some good goal line clearances as well late in the second half. And now here we are in overtime with both teams wanting that ticket to the 4A championship game. That ball goes out of bounds as Hastings couldn't keep it in. And so it'll go out for a Ridgeline throw here on the near side. Throw-in coming up. That ball played out. One back by Sadler, who will play it over the top. Parkinson will just clear it out, and it'll go out for Green Canyon throw-in. Zollinger against Sadler. Sadler waiting for support and will take it herself. Sadler cuts it back. Sadler settles it. Jensen trying to get it back out to the freshman Chloe Sadler, but it'll just go back and out for Ridgeline possession. Miller. Out for a throw-in for the Green Canyon Wolves. As that ball is played in quickly to Jensen. Jensen gets a foot on it, cleared out by Zollinger, who missed the first time, and that ball will be a shot from distance that'll just land safely into the hands of Lily Loyett. One back, high up the pitch by Jank. Jank will now try to get around Goebel. The cross off of Goebel and out for the Green Canyon corner kick. Set piece opportunity coming up for Ridgeline. And a big opportunity to try to get the golden goal. The cross into the box. Nothing going there. Sadler trying to get around her defender. Sadler doing a good job using her skill. That ball goes out for the throw. Throw-in coming up once again for Ridgeline. That ball played it back in. One back by Cragen. Jensen loses out. Watterson winning it. Comes across. Wheeler gets a boot on it. Here's Haberstick. Back to Wheeler. On the wing now to Hastings. Here on the near side. Hastings trying to play it through. Trying to connect with Winder. And that ball will just go out of bounds and out. Throw in for Ridgeline. That ball lands back at the feet of Austin Miller. Miller to Hastings, who trying to play it through to Winder, or excuse me, Sadler. Loyett will now clear. Hastings gets a hit on it. Haberstick will lose out possession as Jank comes across to win it for Ridgeline. Jank to Izzy Bear. Bear back to Jank. Settles it for Grange. Grange will just play it up over the top. Ma gets a head on it. Battling it out now is Ma. As that ball goes out. And they'll call a foul here against Kesley Ma. Free kick and a big good set piece opportunity once again for Ridgeline to try and take the lead. As that ball is crossed into the box, looking for the far post. Near the top of the 18, played out by Ridgeline. Parkinson will now try to whip one back in. Jank brings it down. Grange over the head of Zollinger. And now Kenneth Smith comes across and will just clear it out for Ridgeline. Sadler. Parkinson wins it back. Grange over the top. Miller is offsides. Flag raised and the play will come back. Green Canyon free kick. Sadler brings it down. Ball played through to Cragen. Out wide. Here comes Miller. Miller. Nice defensive step from Webb. Sadler trying to turn. One back by Jank. Sadler ends up with it. Miller. It's now nice defensive step from Haberstick. 150 left to go here in OT. That ball over the top. It's now Goebel against I believe that's Izzy Bear. Izzy Bear crossing it into the box. Cleared out. And it'll go out for a Ridgeline throw.
Ridgeline substitution number 4, Avery Duncan. Replacing number 12, McKady Jenks.
Jank heading to the bench for a breather. Jensen against Stratman without play it through. Stratman couldn't connect, and here comes Cragen to to Jensen. Winder will play it out wide to Haberstick into space. Hastings. Sadler trying to get it back out to Hastings. Parkinson to take the throw in here on the near side. Duncan takes a bounce, lands at Webb. 18 seconds left. Miller.
10.
Ma comes across.
9, 8.
Miller with an
7,
opportunity.
6, 5.
Izzy Bear.
4, 3.
Bear
2,
crossing it in.
1, 0.
And that'll do it.
No score.
We've reached the end of the first overtime.
And then have a second 10-minute overtime.
No score, still tied at 0-0. We're going to go to second OT here at Zions Bank Stadium for the first game of the 4A semifinal between the number 1 Green Canyon and the number 4 Ridgeline. With everything to play for in that second OT. Remember that golden goal still applies as the next goal wins. We'll take this opportunity to remind you that the Advanced Windows window fall sale is going on right now. Get $2,000 off 10 windows or more. 60 months with 0% interest financing is available for a limited time only. Make sure to call 801-850-910 for more information. Again, that's the window fall sale. Get $2,000 off 10 windows or more. Call 801-850-9100. We'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heidemann Associates. Stick with us for more action when we return. Welcome back into Zions Bank Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second overtime in the first game of the 4A semifinals between the number 1 Green Canyon and the number 4, the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Still tied at 0-0. And the golden goal rule still applies. The next goal wins. And if we're still tied at the end of 10, this one will be decided from the spot, from 12 yards out. 10 minutes left. Can someone find the breakthrough and book their spot in the 4A championship game on Friday? I'm Alex Annapolis here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heidemann Associates. We're getting ready to start this second OT, and we're underway. Once again, as both sides looking for that breakthrough, looking to find the goal that will put them in to the championship match at America First Field on Friday. Cragen takes a touch. One back by Ridgeline. And that one will just go out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Substitutions coming up as Haberstick checking in for, looks like number 6, Eliza Allen.
Substitution for Green Canyon, number 24, Ingrid Haberstick. Replacing number 6,
as Zollinger will go all the way back. That ball takes a bounce over the top. Miller trying to beat Lily Loyett to it. But it'll just go safely into the hands of Loyett. Here comes Taylor Miller on the far side. Gets her, trying to get around her player. The cross in. And it just lands. Takes a couple of bounces in front of goal and lands safely into the hands of Ivy Wengreen. And out for Green Canyon. Winder. It'll now fall. Out for the throw-in. One back by Green Canyon. Taken down from behind. Webb committing the foul. Free kick coming up for the Wolves. That ball played over the top and into the hands of Lily Loyett. It'll be played out by the senior goalkeeper. Here come the Wolves once again in possession with Ma. Ma on the near side looking to play it up. Takes a deflection off of Duncan and out for the throw. Ma will play it in quickly. Miller gets ahead on it looking for Hastings. And Parkinson just has to play it out. Miller. Ma does a good job to keep it inbounds. Nice cut back there from Austin Miller, and that ball will go out wide to Haberstick. Jensen trying to play it back, ball given away as Miller comes across to win it back for Ridgeline. And then Wheeler comes up big defensively. Haberstick will just play it up now and out. Stratman. Cragen. Back to Goebel. Bella Goebel. Out wide to Ma. Kelsley Ma. Hastings. Poked out by Parkinson. Out for the throw. Miller. Can't get around Kenneth Smith. Cleared out by Ridgeline. Sadler brings it down. Chloe Sadler to Hastings. Back in the middle to Winder. Winder lets it bounce. Rolls. Can't connect with Cragen. One back by Ridgeline. Here comes an opportunity for the Riverhawks. And that ball will just go all the way back and through to Wengreen. 5:25 left to go. Still tied at 0-0, waiting for the golden goal. Unless we're tied at the end of 5 minutes. And then we head to the spot. That ball played through. Kenneth Smith clears out. Duncan. Duncan brought it down and tried to play it through to Miller. Nice defensive read there from Bella Goebel. As that ball will just go out of bounds and out. Played up. Sadler brings it down. Cragen. Cragen looking out wide in the direction of Hastings, but can't connect. Throw in coming up for Ridgeline. Ma gets ahead on it. Out once again for another Ridgeline throw. That ball played into Watterson. Avery Duncan brings it down. Duncan out wide. Back to Duncan. Duncan trying to find the edge. And it goes out of bounds and out for the Ridgeline throw. Make sure to stick with us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com for more action as the second 4A semifinal game will be on following the conclusion of this one. It's going to be the Stanbury Stallions as they take on the Park City Miners. We'll have a stop and play as the yellow card comes out. Second yellow of the morning. And it goes to Kelsley Ma.
A yellow card is assessed against number 4, Kaylee Ma.
Ma goes into the book, and it will be a free kick coming up for Ridgeline. Eliza Allen taking her spot after the yellow. 3:31 left to go. Free kick coming up as Zollinger to take. Zollinger going for goal. And not too far off there from Zollinger, as he just catches the other side of the post. And so Ma will check back in.
Re-entering the game, number
Off
4,
comes
Kelsey
Eliza
Ma.
Allen.
Replacing number 6, Eliza Allen.
3:04 left to go. That ball played over the top in the direction of Jensen. Jensen trying to bring it down. Jensen around 2. The cross takes a deflection. And no, they'll say it's a goal kick. Goal kick coming up as Lily Loyett will play it out for Ridgeline. Sadler trying to win it back in the middle of the park. It's going to be Grange who gets around Sadler. Miller on the far side battling it out with Wheeler. And Wheeler wins back possession for Green Canyon. Here comes Bella Goebel playing it in over the top. Cragen winning it back in the middle of the park for Green Canyon. That ball goes out wide to Jensen. Jensen to Miller. Miller trying to get around 1. Miller gets around 2. Miller still with an opportunity. Austin Miller, the shot. Can't put it on frame. looking for that top corner. But it goes to the other side of the post and out for the goal kick. 1:30 left to go. Still waiting for the golden goal. Still waiting for the breakthrough before we head to the drama of the penalty spot. Miller to Sadler. Here comes Sadler. The opportunity taken down. Nice defensive effort. The designated home fans, Green Canyon, not happy with the call. They wanted the foul. Winder now taking it through, trying to get around Zollinger. Huge defensive effort, but a little too much as a free kick is called in a highly dangerous position. Green Canyon can go for goal here and end it with 40 seconds left on the clock. This could be the last play. Green Canyon with the free kick. It's Sadler standing over it to take. Chloe Sadler. The shot. It's in! It's in for Sadler! And Green Canyon have booked their ticket. Get golazo from Green Canyon. The freshman, Chloe Sadler. And the Wolves are heading to the 4A state championship game. What a golazo from Sadler. With 21 seconds left on the clock, the Wolves are heading to America First Field. And heartbreak for the Riverhawks.
Green Canyon will play for the 4A state championship this Friday, October 20th at 2 p.m. That's
21 seconds before we were heading to the penalty. Chloe Sadler buries the free kick from distance. And that'll do it. The final score, the number 1 in the RPI, Green Canyon 1, and the number 4, Ridgeline 0. Make sure to stick with us for more 4A semifinal action when we return. Up next, the Stanbury Stallions will be taking on the Park City Miners. From Vince Francis on the camera, I'm Alex Napolis, and from the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. We'll see you in a bit.